Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be learning how to draft a double-breasted dress. I'll be using this material and the measurement you see on the screen. So if this is what you're looking to learn, please stick around. Now we will start by imputing our vertical measurement. The first measurement we'll be having at the top is our shoulder line. The next measurement is our bust line, which is 10 inches. The next one is the waistline, 17 inches, 25 inches, my hip line, and then the full length of the dress. So mine is 43 inches, including my folding or hemming allowance. So I'll make those marks in two places to enable me get a straight line. So do that for yours, and then use your rule to make a straight line on the both lines, the both dots that we have. So after that, the first thing I'm going to be imputing is my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Mine is 8 inches. I have it there. So the width of my neckline, I have 3 inches width and then 1 inch depth. That is what you can see me imputing, and I'm making a curve to connect the two lines. So on the shoulder line, I'm coming down by 1 inch on that armhole line connected to the shoulder line, 1 inch, and then I'm connecting it back to the neck width. So this will be my shoulder slope. From that shoulder slope now, I'll be coming down by 8.5 inches, which is my round armhole measurement. You can get that also if you don't take the measurement on your client's with your bust circumference measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. So that line, I'll call my chest line. The next is my bust line, my waistline. Just go in and label all the lines that we have. So now after this, on my center back, my waistline, on the center back on my waistline, I will be coming in by 0.5 inch, and I'll connect it to the chest line and down to my hip line. This is to eliminate the excess bulge that will be there after sewing. So I will shed that part off, and it will serve as a dart. Let's call it a dart. So that part will be a dart. I'll be cutting it off. So I'll come back to my armhole line and find the midpoint. So the midpoint is 4.25. On that point, I'll be coming in by 0.25 inch. This is the back block. So 0.25 inch, I'm connecting it to the shoulder slope. And on the chest line, I'm dividing my bust measurement by 4, and I'm placing the mark there and connecting it to my 0.25 inch. This is my armhole line now. So for my dart, I'm having half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. So I'm marking it all the way down. I'm marking it all the way down to the hem from my center back, 4 inch. So on that 4-inch line now, I'll be going in and out by 0.5 inch on the waistline. Then on the hip line, I'm coming up by 2 inches. That is where the dart is going to be stopping, and where it will start, it will be on my chest line. So I'm connecting it like you can see me doing now to the chest line. So that will be my dart. So on this my shoulder slope line, I'll find the midpoint of what I have there, which is 2.5 inches, and then I will connect it to my chest line like this with a straight line. This will be my shoulder dart. So after this, not much things left. I will just impute my circumference measurement divided by 4. So I'm replacing my dart now, and for the hip, my circumference measurement divided by 4. That is what you can see me imputing there. Then at the hem, I will impute what I have on my hip line. So I'll go in now and impute my sewing allowance and connect it. So connect like you can see me doing now. Connect it all the way down. So nothing much is left except to cut it out. So I'll go in now and cut out what I have. I'll just go cut it, come back and show us what it looks like. Alright, so this is it after cutting out. I have my center front, center back and my side back. So I'll keep this aside now so that we'll work on the front. For this front pattern, you will be leaving some allowance, like 5-inch allowance up and then at the side. So I have 5-inch up and then 5-inch at the center front. So this allowance is a must. When as we go, you will understand. So I'll just make a line across my markings that I already have there down so that we'll start imputing our measurements. So the first one is my bust line 10-inch, waistline 17-inch, 25 inches my hip line, and then the full length of the dress. I'll make these markings in 2 places to enable me get a straight line, and I'll roll a line across it. So do that for yours, and this is what I will be having. So the first measurement that will be imputing is the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Mine is 8-inch. So for the neck width, it remains 3 inches, but for this front neck depth, I'm using 3 inches. So 3 by 3 for the front, and I will connect with a curve. And on my shoulder line, I'll be coming down by 1 inch. This is for my shoulder slope, and I'll connect it to my neck width. So I'll make my armhole line now, and on that, from my shoulder slope, from the tip of my shoulder slope, I'll be coming down by 8.5 inch. So that will be my round armhole. I'll place a straight line there, and then I'll call that line my chest line. The next line is my bust line, then my waistline, my hip line, and the full length of the dress. So after this now, I'll get the midpoint of my armhole line, which is 4.25, and on that part I'm coming in by 0.5 inch. This is to eliminate excess bulge. So now on the chest line, I'll impute my circumference measurement divided by 4, my bust circumference measurement divided by 4, and it will be my guide to make a curve like you can see me doing now. So after this, I want to work on my lapel and the collar now. So my break point will be my waistline. So all I just need to do is to extend my waistline to my 5 inches mark. So I'll connect from that 5 inch to my neck width. So that is what I am doing now, connecting from the 5 inch on my waistline to my neck width. So connect it like this. So for the height, I'll just go up, and then I'll bring in my back bodies and measure what I have on the length, on the neckline. So I'll measure what I have on my neckline like you can see me doing now. So measure what you have there. I have about 3.5 inch. I'll just do that again to be sure. So always take your measurement 2 to 3 times. And this is what I have, 3.5 inch. I'll input it on that line that I extended. So input it there. I'm just making that straight line to get to that place. So on that point, I'll be coming in by 0.5 inch. Now this is so that it will sit comfortably at the back, right? So because our back neckline where it's going to be sitting is not straight, I will connect it back to my neck width with a curve. So connect with a curve. I'll cancel that line and take the other line that is I will be cutting. So the next thing is to place your tape rule like diagonally, not straight. You see, I didn't place mine straight and I made a 4 inches mark there. So the width of my lapel will be 4 inches. So from my neck width, from my neck depth, I'll be coming in by, I'll be going out by 3 inches, just like you saw me doing, and I'll connect it like this. So the next thing now is to take it to my waistline, the 5 inches on my waistline. So connect it like this, and this will be my lapel, right? So after sewing and when ironing, that will be where the break point will be, right? So I'm just going in to curve that part properly so that it is not sharp. So I'll come in with my dart. Which is 4 inches. I'll place it all the way down from the center front. So I'll connect it with a straight line, and on the waistline I'll be coming in and out on each side by 0.5 inch, and on the waistline, just like we had for the back, come up on the hip line by 2 inches. So on my bust line, I'll be coming down by 0.5 inch. That will be where my dart will be starting. So do that for yours. And now it's time to input my circumference measurement. I'll input that of my waist and then replace my dart of 1 inch. On the hip line, I'll input my hip measurement divided by 4 and take it down. Whatever measurement I have there, I'll take it down to my hem. Now input your allowance. Mine is 1. I'll do that and then connect all those markings. So I'll connect it like so, and then it's time to cut out. So I'm cutting out from the lapel. Just watch what I am doing so that you will know the right line to cut on. So if at this point you haven't subscribed, please do that. Also give my videos a thumbs up. Please do that. It helps to encourage me. So on my shoulder line now, I'll be inputting the midpoint and then connecting it to my chest line so that I'll be able to cut through that part also. So please subscribe, like and share my videos. I'll just cut through my dart now. So remove the excess on that part. So this is what I will be having for the front pattern. So when you have it like this, now it's time to work on the plates that will be on the sides, right? So I will be going down by 2 inches on the hip line. That is where I want my plate to start from. You can place it anywhere you like. So for mine, I want it 2 inches below my hip line, and I'll cut that part out. So the plate is only going to be at the side, the both sides, both the front and the back. So now I'll bring in the sides of the back so that we will do the same thing. So come down by 2 inches on the hip line and cut that part out. So connect and then cut it out like you can see me doing. All right, so this is it. This is all the patterns. Trying to arrange all the patterns so that we will see them clearly. So this is it. I'll go and cut out on my fabric. I'm coming in to label the side, back, the center, front, and all that. So I'll cut on my fabric. You see, I have all my necessary allowances. So in my next video, we'll be sewing and explaining better, right? So I have 0.5-inch sewing allowance all around. And for the plating on the down part, this is it right here after we are done making it. All these and many more you will watch on the sewing tutorial. So please stay tuned, subscribe, like and share so that you, and turn on your post notification bell so that you get notified when I post that video. So this is the plating. We made it on that video. Thank you.